I started my German classes. I was self-studying, but I went to do the German exams at Goethe.
Ish.
Yeah.
Hey, people are focused. Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
You learned German by yourself and went to... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am joined by a beautiful girl here. Her name is Mbudha, but she will introduce herself. So she's also from Kenya. We met here in Norway. I had shared on my Instagram about how she came to Norway on her Aupair visa. She's gonna be sharing with us guys, me included, of her process, how she came to Norway through Aupair. Also like watched my sister's video. My sister had done a video on the Aupair process. I think she also got some encouragement and some insights. We'll be sharing more on that, of course, but like that's what this video is about. We're gonna share about not only the Aupair process for her, but also sharing some experiences. Basically, we're just gonna have a chill, fun conversation, and I know you guys will enjoy. So subscribe and stay tuned.
So my name is Mary Mbudha. You can follow me on IG. I go by the name Mbudha. I came to Norway in September through an Aupair program. I have a month now here in Norway and I'm loving it.
Let's go back to when did you start desiring to not only move to Norway?
Yeah.
I believe you had like the desire to move abroad in general. So why did you want to move abroad? How did you decide on Norway? How did you decide on Aupair? Basically that process.
I was schooling back in Kenya. So due to some inconveniences, I couldn't manage to be done with my degree. So I started looking for opportunities for young people, and I came across one of my friends. She introduced me to the Aupair program. So back then the idea was to move to Germany. I started my German classes. I was self-studying, but I went to do the German exams at Goethe.
Ish.
Yeah.
Hey, people are focused. Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
You learned German by yourself and did you pass the exam?
So I didn't pass. I missed the pass mark with 5 marks. The pass mark is always 60%, but I got a 55. But that was good because I did it by my own. Yeah. I didn't get like a certificate to prove that I have like A1 German.
So before you go to Aupair in German, you have to have the language.
Yeah, you have to have it.
Okay.
So but I didn't give up. I still wanted to redo the exams. So in my process, so first of all, what is Aupair? So Aupair is a young person, not a girl or a boy, a young person.
Both gender.
Yeah, from the age of 18 to 30. But with age, it depends on the country that you want to Aupair. A young person who goes to abroad to offer like childcare responsibility and some light duties in a home. So you get hosted by a family in that country, and then in exchange you learn the language, the culture, and also you will earn some pocket money. So that's what I wanted to be.
It's like a cultural exchange. You're learning their culture and you're teaching like their children something. Like it's a different experience for them to experience. Oh, people from this culture behave like this. So it's an exchange program.
Yeah, and you are able also to learn about the country through the family.
Yes.
I wanted really to go to Germany because I was so much interested.
And you had a friend.
Yeah, and I had a friend, and I could see people going and doing it. Yeah, but which was difficult, and I guess that's what made me to end up in Norway. Yeah, so in my process of finding a host family, I got a nice host family.
So first tell us, how do you find a host family?
Oh, okay. So there are sites to find a family. You can do it maybe in Aupair World or Aupair.com, or also Facebook groups. So you can go to your Facebook, search for Aupair stroke host families in Europe, in Scandinavia, in Germany,
in Norway. You choose as many groups as you can, be on the lookout for someone looking for and this is before you even get a visa, or like is finding a host family the first step?
No.
What's the first step?
The first step is research. You first research because each country has different processes. So you have to know which which one are you eligible to, because some you can au pair up to 25 years, 18 to 25, others is up to 18 to 30. And also you have to consider the language. Which country are you comfortable in, because at the end of the day the goal is to learn the language. So those are some of the preferences you should check, and then from there now you can now break it down to which country you want to be, and then now you go register. You do like a good profile, you sell yourself out.
That's on the websites for finding a host family. Okay.
Yeah, and also on the Facebook you do it professional. So if you had like pictures of you saying nasty things, you just delete them
On your Facebook profile,
yeah,
because they will check your Facebook profile.
Yeah, this is like your CV.
Okay.
Yeah, because also for me, my host, she asked me, why do you have only 4 friends in Facebook?
Wow.
So I had to explain and tell her that this is my new Facebook page. The old one, I forgot the password, and she was interested in also knowing the old one, because this is what sells you out.
Because they want to see, are you some
hacks
because they are trusting you, welcoming you into their homes. So they have to know maybe what kind of person are you, and they won't just trust what you tell them, as much as that will be what will stand out. It gives them more peace when they see your page and see. Yeah,
upload photos of you with kids. If it's you doing activities, like maybe you went for swimming, cooking, they want someone actually who is into outdoor and indoor activities, and clear photos. And also there's a trick. If you want host families to contact you quickly, you can do an intro video of you explaining yourself, what are your interests, why do you prefer countries in certain countries. Like you can say you would love to come to Norway because you love the Norwegian culture.
Norway is a beautiful country. You love the mountains, how it's beautiful, the sceneries.
Yeah.
But then that intro video you're talking about, will you put it on your Facebook, or will you put it when you're posting on the groups?
You can do both. You can do it on your Facebook or when you're posting, so that in case you find a host family, they can even check your profile first before you even contact them. So that's what happened to me. So they saw my post and they contacted me and asked me, are you still looking for a family?
You had posted in a group?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also I had commented in some post of a host family saying that I'm looking for that position. So they saw my post and then they contacted me and asked me, are you still looking for a family? Okay. Yeah. And you also have to check out in Facebook, there are also scammers. So you have to be keen, so that you may be able to differentiate a potential host family and a scammer. But the disclaimer is that you shouldn't pay anyone for anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't pay anyone.
Yeah.
Now you've gotten a host family. They've reached out to you. You've told them you're interested. How was the process now between that and coming
to Norway? Okay. So we did a video call. So you have to do a video call with your host family, so that you may be sure who is going to be your employer, or because this is a family that you're going to stay with for a long time. So I did a video call and we clicked. We liked each other. Their interests were also my interest. And so afterwards they have to send you a contract. For now, this is for Norway. They have to send you a contract. They also have to send you a certificate of them having taken a course in Aupair. They have to learn how to live with an Aupair. Yeah, so they have to send you a certificate.
But I believe mostly when a host family is looking for someone, they have an experience.
Yeah.
So they know the process, mostly.
Some of them do know, but some of them
are also new.
Yeah, are also new. So they may want you to explain to them what's the process. So you have to be updated
and
quick also. In the next process was her sending me the contract, a signed one. So they have to sign it. You also have to go through your contract. You see if you're comfortable with the duties written on it. You also have to know the hours you're working in a day or in a week. And then from there you also have to know the number of children that you'll be taking care of, and the activities that they require you to do with the children. And then also after you have signed your contract, now they can send you their certificate of them doing an au pair course. And also they have to send you their passports. If you're going to be living with a family that has 2 parents, you have to be sent both of their passports.
Okay.
A copy of their passports. You'll take that to the embassy. And what else?
When you're applying for the visa. Okay. How much is the visa
Application fee? So for Norway is it's 9,100 Norwegian krona. So you'll convert it
to Kenya shillings.
to
That's
Kenyan
more than
shilling.
100,000 Kenya shillings.
Yeah, I paid around 125 Kenyan shillings. And also you have to incur some charges at the visa the visa facilitation center. So I had to pay like 4,800. Yeah.
And that you've not paid for the flight.
Yeah, you haven't paid. You're also
Do
not
some-
packed.
Naturally, I know cases are different, but is it expected the host to pay for you, or is it expected for you to pay for yourself for the flight and this whole visa process?
For Norway, I think you are supposed to be, because they say mostly that an au pair should be able to cater for
Their needs.
for the expenses.
So they expect you to
have
because it's an
money.
exchange program. So they expect you, because you want to come. So they expect you to pay for the flight and the visa.
No, for the visa application fee. So this is the gist in Norway. So if you apply through an agency, the agency has got its own rules that you have to split the application fee with your host family. But if you pay on your if you get your host family without the agency, now that's upon you. So yeah,
You'll do it alone, or maybe you negotiate with the host family on your side. Oh wow.
Yeah.
But I think these rules are different for every country, because au pair programs are in different countries. I saw US, like almost the US and almost all European countries have the au pair program.
yeah.
You did a lot of research. Do you know which countries are easier, or which ones are easier?
So okay, so being easy, it depends also on your eligibility criteria. Like for example, if you are between 18 to 25, you can au pair in the Netherlands.
That's easier.
Yeah, that's easier because the agency, you go to the Netherlands through an agency, and the agency, they facilitate almost everything. Also the paperwork from the host family and from both your side. Also you visiting to the embassy, you'll be helped along with the agency.
How do you find those agents?
So for Netherlands, it's Ninacare or Sunshine Agency.
I met someone who was an au pair in Denmark.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do any research about Denmark?
Yeah, I also did research. So for Denmark is 18 to 29. You can also go by your own or through an agency. We'll also put it in the description below, so you go check them out. And also for Denmark, the best thing is that you don't pay the application fee.
It's free.
No, your host family caters.
Yeah. Did you try Denmark? Kama you are not interested in Denmark.
So I didn't try Denmark, but if I could find a host family from Denmark, I was open to every country.
What really challenges me, not challenges me, sort of, it's most of these opportunities abroad. If you've noticed, you won't find many Africans.
Yeah, in fact, everyone is surprised that how comes you're an au pair in Norway and you're Kenyan, because we don't go for these opportunities, sadly.
We don't. Kenyans, we were talking with her, we were saying Kenyans, we are very relaxed.
Yeah.
We complain how the government is, not working, how there are no jobs. Maybe you've graduated, there is no jobs. But even me, I was thinking, by the time I was finishing my campus at 22, 23, these are things I could have done, because the fact that you go to au pair doesn't mean that that's the only thing you'll do. You can go to au pair and have a plan of, I'll do au pair for 1 year and go to university. And at least with this 1 year, you'll have gotten the chance to see this country. Do I like it? Do I want to live in Norway? What courses are in demand in Norway? What do I feel I want to do in Norway? Do you want to be a nurse? Then you can do nursing. You can have learned Norwegian such that it will increase your chances of you can even do a course in Norwegian. So like it's a very nice program for a young person before they decide
On what to
that this is what you, because these countries, kids start working early.
Yeah, at 17.
17, someone has a job. In Kenya, at 17, even at 27, some, like, you're still in your parents' house, and it's not wrong, but like you're dependent on them because the excuse is, and it's not really an excuse.
No jobs.
It's like a cultural thing we have. There are no jobs, so we don't go the extra step of looking for opportunities.
Yeah.
So I like that for you went like, I mean, you know so much about Aupair because she was so determined that she was out of her comfort zone to look for opportunities, and look, she's here.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want something, you really have to, first of all, especially when it comes to opportunities, do research a lot. But anyway, the point of all this I'm saying is, Aupair is like a Philippine program in terms of most au pairs, 90% are from the Philippines and Asian countries. They are the ones who come to these countries with au pair. Like, mention au pair, the first thing that comes to mind is a Philippine. And most of them, they refer to each other to these programs. They even help each other find host moms, right? Or host whatever.
If you
host families.
To add on that, if you go to Facebook and read through the posts that are there, most families say it loud and clear: I want a Filipina au pair. Why? Because they've seen it before for maybe other host families. The Philippines, they're the one mostly who come here, and also they perceive that the Philippines, they're the ones who can get the visa.